Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree. A sweep is as lucky can be. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. Good luck will rub off when he shakes hands with you. Oh, blow me a kiss. And that's lucky too.
Hello, this is Adam Fiorentino, who's the new Bert.
And this is Scarlett Strallen, who is the new Mary Poppins here in New York City.
We're going to show you a bit of backstage, what goes on pre-show. So if you want to come follow me.
Absolutely. Head this way, guys. All right, mate. Welcome. Welcome to my humble abode. This is my home away from home. As you can see, it has all the necessities. We have the main necessities, coffee. Coffee is the big one. Okay, this is where it happens, I guess. This is where the setup happens. This is all the makeup. I was a bit worried. I thought it was doing La Cage aux Folles when they first put out all this, this makeup. I like to keep my table very, very organised. And okay, this is pretty dirty at the moment, but don't look at that. It gets cleaned once a week, and it hasn't been cleaned for this week. But yeah, everything in its place. If the stuff around me is organised, then I can be organised, and my brain can. I don't work well with chaos.
So, this is my dressing room. As you can see, I've had a new carpet laid because the girl that was in here before, a lovely, lovely girl called Ashley, she had a little doggy in here, and there are a few little pee-pee stains, lots of hair, so I thought maybe a new carpet might be nice.
I was pretty surprised about this. I even get my own dressing gown, which is pretty cool. This is our separate in time costume. Jolly holiday, which is pretty cool.
I arrive in this black coat, which is sort of the Mary, the particular Mary look, with the hat, of course.
I've got a dog, and every morning she gets walked at Central Park, because before 9 a.m. you can go to Central Park and actually take them off the lead. So because of her, every single morning I'm up at 7:30 running her in the park, and hence why I need more of this stuff, because without her run she'll drive me mental all day.
I get to do magic, I get to fly, I get to tell a really, really beautiful story every night. I get to sing all the beloved Sherman songs. I'm just really, really lucky, and I'm just so pleased I'm here as well. I'm so honoured to be sitting in a Broadway dressing room. I mean, the main difference between me and Mary, I suppose, is the fact that I have to be incredibly vain, which of course I'm not at all, and you have to be practically perfect, which I'm definitely not. And, you know, have this sense of confidence, and I know what to do, and I'm right at all times, and that's certainly not me.
Well, I'm from Melbourne, Australia, if you couldn't work out the accent. And it's right near the airport, pretty much. I grew up. It's a great town, great art centre in Melbourne. It's a really great place to grow up. That is my fiance, Dion Zanotto, who was just previously in a chorus line. That was that trip in Spain. That was when I was quite thin. That was good old Saturday Night Fever days when I could eat anything. Good old Bondi reminds me of home. Bondi Beach.
My mum sent this over for me from London. It's from a London paper, and I have 3 sisters, and I'm extremely proud, which is why I'm telling you about them. But Summer is in The Sound of Music. She's playing Maria, and my other little sister Zizi, who's 17, she's just started in Dirty Dancing. And I have another sister, Saskia, who's just paid for herself to come over to see me here, because she just is so desperate to come to the city. And she's equally good, if not better than all of us. She's really wonderful too.
The famed harness, so I can walk upside down on the ceiling. I can probably whack this harness on for you, and you can actually see how it looks around the waist. That's the last thing I want to come out. Now this is always the fun bits. I've actually got a set of like I'll show you the shorts in a second, and they're padded as to save my manhood and hopefully still enable me to have children older in life.
It's quite scary here because back in London when I did it, when I played Mary in London, I always had my harness put on by the stage manager. But here, I'm in charge of it myself. Not a good thing, really, when you're flying God knows how many feet up above people's heads, but there you go. I'm taking my life into my own hands here. Actually, there's quite a big difference here between the flight here and in London. In London, my flight was quite a lot slower. I swoop all the way down here and I go so close to the mezzanine, you call it, it's the circle back home. And I feel like face to face with people. It's wonderful to see their reaction. And I'm talking like, not just kids, but like grown adults with their mouths just going, are we seeing this person flying above our heads?
And then this is the bit that the mic guys are always absolutely terrified about. And I might never run this way so I don't accidentally get any on your lens, because I'm sure that the Broadway.com money man will not be too happy about you having to buy a new lens because I've got hairspray all over it. I might disappear in here for a sec and get on a pair of pants, because I don't think you really want to see that. It's probably the last thing you want to see is me with my pants off. So I'll be back in one moment.
This is the wonderful Gary, who looks after me throughout the whole show, transforms me into Mary, thankfully, to this from this rather different looking person. Gary's doing my pin curls, which then goes into a stocking cap. It goes up into the wig, so you can't see a wig line. And because I'm blonde, obviously, he has to paint it every night.
Here we go! How cool are these pants? They're actually a different check. The other check I think was a lot smaller, but they weren't with a different fabric because obviously they ran out of the other stuff. But all the costumes, everything were all custom made for me, which is pretty sweet and cool. And I'm not complaining at all, considering, you know, I'll be in them for the next year.
Yeah, I really don't know if you know about this, but there's a ghost here. I found out today, talking to somebody, there's a ghost called Olive at the New Amsterdam Theatre, and she was a Ziegfeld girl, is that right?
Yeah.
There used to be a theatre.
Something
spooky. I think she might have been killed or something.
Well,
And she haunts this theatre, but she only appears to men. She's an unusual ghost as well because she appears sort of fully with her feet and everything. You can see her. She's not just sort of a white, willowy figure. She's an actual... She looks like a real person standing there. Spooky.
I'm layering these costumes because in the first act, in Jolly Holiday, there is a transition where the whole stage turns from black and white basically to colour. And in that transition there is very little time to actually get changed. So what we actually do is we underdress our colourful costumes underneath our other costumes, so that way I can literally run off, strip all this off very quickly and just run back out on stage.
Do you really want to see me in this? This is a wonderful look.
film.
This is really attractive.
This is alright, this bit. Then once you get on the other vest and then the jacket, it feels like I've eaten a whole cow. And this all goes over the top.
Have you got that spare one? Yeah.
Well, I'm putting her hair up to make it look like a natural hairline in the back. And then I'll paint it to make it blend with this color.
Every night this has to happen for the transformation.
I think it's honestly, he is the everyday man. He is the guy who is just, you know, could be anyone walking down the street. He could be just, you know, and of the times, you know, he's the guy who's doing the most menial jobs of the era. You know, he's a chimney sweep, he's a street sweeper, he's, you know, plays the barrel organ for money and stuff like that. And literally, every time you see him, all he's got to say is great things. You know, Mary says, "You're a chimney sweep now." He's covered in dust and dirt and looking like crap. And he turns around and goes, "Best view in the world, eh?" Which is just brilliant. And I think, you know, it's one of those things that everyone loves it, because if we could all be more like that, we'd probably all be a lot happier. Well, let's go check up on Scarlett, eh? Hello, Doc.
Oh, you're already?
I am already.
Well, the show can't start without me.
Yes, that's true. The show can't start without you.
So I've got to get ready now. I've got to get my costume on.
I'm done. I'm signed, sealed, delivered. All right, guys, thanks for following us around Backstage. We had a ball, and we know you will have a ball too, so come see the show,
Come see the show.
we'll see you afterwards.
See you soon. Bye.